What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I just decided before I just shut down for the evening. I'm in New Hampshire right now, on my way to Maine. I got about an hour and a half before I get to Maine. Can't drive anymore because my clock has expired for the day. So decided to take advantage of the opportunity to make a short video for everyone. A lot of you watching this may have, obviously you've all seen big rigs rolling up and down the highway on a daily basis, lots of them. Many of you have probably never had the opportunity to either ride in one or even just crawl inside one and have a look around and see what the living conditions and the driving conditions are like in here. So I figured I'd take a second and kind of give you the grand tour of this little cubicle, which is in essence my home, my mini apartment for the week while I'm gone. And that's not just me, that's every man and woman out there driving a big rig truck, a sleeper truck for an over-the-road driving job. There's not a lot of room in here. There's some. This particular truck is a Peterbilt 579. It's what's called a condo, a rolling condo, if you will. That just indicates that it has the taller roof and a little bit more headspace, a little bit more storage space. But it's pretty similar to 98% of the trucks that are out there on the road. If you've been in one, you've been in most of them. You can hop in a Kenworth and it's almost identical to this. You can hop in a Volvo and it's very similar. Max, same thing. So, you know, depending on the make and model, you may find a few little differences here and there. But this is the general layout of a tractor trailer truck, and it's what we truck drivers live in when we're away from our families and away from our homes for a week or more at a time. It's very confined spaces and limited opportunities for entertainment, limited opportunities for, you know, unless you get out of the truck and move around, not a whole lot of space to walk around or do much. You pretty much live in your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, and your truck all at once. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you. It's not going to be a grand tour. It's just going to be a quick and dirty indicator of what all's in here, what you can expect to find, and what kind of space you have to work with. So I'm going to take the camera off of my ugly mug and start filming certain pieces of the truck here. All right, let's get this flipped around. Okay, so we're starting with the driver's compartment here. Obviously, my driver's seat, as you can see. Not too much exciting here. It's just a dashboard like in any other vehicle. You've got a steering wheel. I've got my GPS tucked up there in the corner. My paperwork's in the clipboard on the dash. A couple of cup holders, a trash bag hanging down there. My little bowl for my snacks whenever I'm cruising down the road. And some of those switches on the dashboard control the the working parts of the truck, as far as like your traction control, your fifth wheel release, your four-wheel drive, if you will. It's not really a four-wheel drive vehicle, but it has interaxle differential lock, and you got a stereo. That's pretty much the basics of it. Of course, no truck would be complete without a CB. And if you look just beyond the CB cord there at the front window, you'll see there's my Easy Pass on the far right. And then the next two black units that you see are both cameras. The small camera is just to record any accidents or incidents that may occur. The larger of the two in the middle is actually the brain of the safety system that's built into this truck, that not only reads speed limit signs and posts them on your dashboard on your readout down there, but it also senses how many vehicles are in front of you, how fast they're traveling, and if one should make a quick braking move, that coupled with the sonar that's built into the front of the truck will actually apply the brakes automatically. So then, of course, we've got a passenger seat here as well, and you can excuse the guitar for a moment. That's just where I store it whenever it's not on the bunk. That's my little area to hold my guitar, is in the passenger seat whenever my fiance isn't with me here in the truck. That's just kind of an easy place to keep it out of the way. So moving back here a little bit further, if I get behind the seat, you'll see that there's just some storage behind the seats, and that's where I keep my boots and some cleaning supplies and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn around now. and show you the back of the truck. Now I'm standing pretty close to the dashboard, and this is a wide angle lens on this iPad, so I'm basically kneeling on my driver's seat right now. And as you can see, just beyond that little blue bag that's sticking out there, I have a refrigerator. Now that fridge is big enough to hold, you know, just your basics, 6 or 8 bottles of pop or water or whatever you may drink, and then some lunch meat and basic just cold consumables. There is a small freezer in there that's big enough for about 2 little Hot Pockets. It's kind of worthless, but I'll show you in a moment how I solve that problem. And then this big cupboard right here that you see is just my clothing closet, and that's where I keep my wardrobe for while I'm out for the week. Above it, there is some additional storage, and it's basically just a little platform up there, and you could keep a lot of different odds and ends. It's actually meant for the second driver. If this was a team driving truck, is what that is. It's meant for bunk storage for him, but I just use it for, I store my bread up there sometimes and some other things. Now, as you can see, you're looking at my bed. This is the bed that I sleep in. It's basically a twin bed. It's very, very small, so when my fiance does stay with me in the truck, we have to share the bed, and it's kind of, you're right up against one another, shoulder to shoulder, but it's relatively comfortable, and it's not bad as long as you don't mind being close to somebody or sleeping close to somebody. And then, the pillows, the comforter. I do have a television here. I'm going to kind of come around the corner because it's hard to see from my driver's seat. I do have a decent TV in here. No, I don't get cable or satellite, but obviously I'm using my iPad to film right now, but I can use my iPad as a means of watching Prime Video or Netflix or whatever by plugging the cord into the television. I can watch it on the television. I can also hook up my PlayStation or video game systems and play video games. The rest of what's underneath the television is just some basic storage. I've got my backpack, my briefcase, and that little white bag is my dirty laundry for the week, so that I make sure I take it home and get that all squared away. And then the top bunk, normally where your additional driver would sleep if you're team driving, since I'm not a team driver, I utilize that top bunk as additional storage for, there's the bins there. So the bigger bin has some dry goods, different things like extra paper towels, extra forks and spoons and things like that. The smaller bin holds my snacks and just dry food like bread or potato chips or whatever it is. You might, you can see my goldfish are just kind of resting there. I keep some extra pop stored up there so that I can swap that into the fridge when need be. And then, trash bags, some fresh water, some paper towels, and then in the very back you can see there's a laundry basket that's also for just storing things. And then that right there is an additional electric cooler, which works as either a refrigerator or a freezer. And I choose to use it as a freezer. And that is what holds my meals for the day, or for the week, I should say. And there's microwavable meals, whoops, sorry, I covered the camera there. Microwavable meals, Banquet, Encore, whatever have you. And every night, like what I'm about to do now, is reach up there and pull out a microwave meal. And right here we have a microwave, which is what keeps me in food for the evening. There's some more additional storage above that I keep some extra clothes and things tucked up there. And then we've got the control unit for the bunk area. So that's my bunk heater and air conditioner, as well as my generator. And then you can operate the stereo from back here as well, and plug some additional things in if you want to. And then there's a little cupboard here which I keep some of my breakfast cereal and bread and things like that in. So that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera back around. Okay, so that's it. That is pretty much the gist of what it's like on the inside of one of these trucks. There's about, 6-8 feet of space between the bunk and the front dash. So you can take about 3 steps before you're in the front of the truck. I guess I kind of forgot to show you here. I'm going to sit down. Maybe I can hold the iPad out enough to do this. So right here, you see this little drawer. That also becomes a tabletop. So that allows me to have a little place to eat. So that's where we're at. It's dinner time. So I'm going to go ahead and heat up some dinner, sit down at that little table I just showed you, and have my meal for the night, maybe watch a movie or something. Might even make another video, play a little bit of guitar. So just figured I would take advantage of the opportunity. Hope everyone enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave your questions in the comments below. And if you liked the video, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Give me a like, please. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And let me know if you'd like to see anything more or any more truck driving related videos. Okay guys, thanks. Enjoy.